Access 21.
We back. I'm back. Yes.
Access 21.
Access 21.
Access 21.
The podcast is back, y'all. Access 21. Access 21.
Mike, welcome back.
Thank you. I took 1 month hiatus, but I'm glad to be back with you.
I'm glad that you're back.
Yeah, for sure.
Harlem World, son.
Yes, sir. Be more in the building. Well, tell the people who you are, brother.
All right, my name is Tarik. I am the Director of Membership and Community Engagement here at Access 21.
My name is DJ Mike Corleone. I'm a long-standing member, and I'm also a professional DJ loving the Charlotte, Mecklenburg area. So peace to you guys in the world, I guess.
Yeah. So, at Access 21, we give community members the opportunity to create content for TV shows and podcasts at a very low price, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it really does engage with the community. If you're a creative and you want to be in this business, I feel like this is the perfect place to start, to learn, and to collaborate with other creatives.
Exactly, and it's good for young people who want to come in, get some information about media arts, and then they can always take those skills and enhance their own career.
Yeah, it creates opportunities and another wrinkle in your brain.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
It is the wrinkles in the brain that the density of the matter in the brain. Man, I was a science nerd. So
Well, clearly you was about to go into a whole tangent. So when we do the podcast, when can the people see the podcast air? Let's tell them that too.
So you can see that it regularly airs on the second Tuesday of each month at 11:30 a.m. and 8:30 p.m.
Like that. Regular Tuesday, 11:30 a.m., 8:30 p.m. So
Yes.
if you're not a morning person, you could catch us at night,
At night.
8:30.
And it's always fun.
Yeah, absolutely. It's always a vibe here.
Mm-hmm.
What we got going on today, Tarik?
So this Friday, as usual, we're having Open Mic at 21. So this Friday, the feature is Jamal Rock, who's a poet.
Yeah.
He actually performed at a previous open mic, and he was really good. Excellent. So through the grapevine, we invited him to become a feature.
Yeah, can I get an encore?
Do you want more? Brooklyn.
Yeah,
I need
absolutely.
y'all to roar.
Yeah, so,
Okay,
so,
can't say too much of that.
so
That's copyright.
real quick, what's Open Mic at 21 for the people who just tuning in who don't know?
So it's a good way to, number one, come and see what we have at Access 21, but it's also a good way to build community for artists. We've had poets, musicians. We've had a guitarist who drove up from, I believe it was like South Carolina. So it's just a real good atmosphere where people can come and express themselves.
Yeah, I love that because that energy is infectious when you get a bunch of creatives in one room. It really does draw the best out of people.
That's true. And the fact is that it's on TV, right? And our streaming platforms. So I know that you can't live off of exposure because people need to get paid. But if you're talking about building community, you do have that exposure to the community that you get from being on TV.
Yeah, and like we was talking about earlier, when you're doing what you love, time can escape itself.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's not all about money, right? Just because you are doing it on your own time, sometimes you have more gratification without the check.
Exactly. So as a Star Trek nerd, I grew up on The Next Generation, right? And that was a situation where there was no money. It was more about like honor, respect, diplomacy, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So it made me realize that people do want to profit, but profit is not the only motivator for people.
I mean, at the end of the day, you do got to pay your bills. Gas is astronomical.
God, we don't even need to talk.
I know that's a whole nother topic, but what I'm saying is sometimes your thing that you do, like you said, poets, artists, musicians, sometimes they look past all of that for the sake of bringing what their fruit is to the table.
Exactly. And people do want community. People want a place where you can come and express yourself and you're not being judged or looked down upon or being put in some type of competitive atmosphere or whatever.
I like that because when you think of public programming and a place like Access 21, you only think in visual and video and those type of programs, but it's encompassing, right? So when you talk about artistry in itself, there's so many different avenues. So I'm glad that we bring the open mic to the forefront.
Exactly. So then Jammin On The One, which is another example of community, that's going to be this month on the 12th of June. Because remember, it's normally on the third Friday of the month. Mm-hmm. The third Friday of June is Juneteenth.
Yeah, Juneteenth.
So we're going to be closed.
Yeah.
I want to emphasize that because if they come on June 13th, no one's going to be here. So it's going to actually. What did I say?
You said June 13th.
I said June 13th. Thanks for catch me.
I got you.
Thank you.
That's why I'm here, right?
Thank you.
That's why we're here.
If you were here last time.
I'm sorry. Don't bring it up.
Thanks for catching that. Yeah. So thank you.
Friday, June 12th.
Is the open mic.
Is the...
I'm sorry, the Jammin On The One. Yeah. So now I'm confused, right?
No, I got you.
Okay, so
tell the people
June
one more time.
12th, on
June 12th is Jammin
On
The One.
June 12th is Jammin On The One.
Yes.
Juneteenth is on June 19th.
The following week.
We're not going to be here on June 19th if it's Juneteenth. We're going to be here on June 12th for Jammin On The One.
Got you.
So now it makes sense.
So this edition in June of Jammin On The One, who we got coming to the table? Who we have?
So I invited a bunch of people back. So what happens is I put out feelers in the community. Hey, come down to this jam session. You're going to have a great time. It's experimental music. And then people, and I'll do that on Facebook in a group, in some groups, musicians groups, and they'll comment and say, "Oh, I'm interested." And then at that point, they have to RSVP. The reason they have to RSVP is because the studio coordinators setting up the sets have to mic, do audio, they have to do this. So they have to know who's coming to be able to set the setup to fit the layout of who's going to attend.
Yeah, you got to establish some boundaries and have an itinerary so that there's control.
Well, not so much control, but if they don't know,
everybody just pop up.
That's what I'm saying. But if they don't know who's coming, they don't know how to set the setup.
Yeah,
they need to know who's coming. So the last time we had a couple of repeats. So we had Joey Padow on drums, if I'm pronouncing his last name correctly, Padow, just so people know. He's an amazing percussionist. So he was on djembe again. We had Mark Sullivan, who's a guitarist, like jazz, blues, rock guitars, older guy, very calm, knows his riffs, knows his licks.
Yeah.
So he was there.
Pause.
Then we had Ronald Hamilton, and he was on the drum set.
So you're going to have percussion?
So for percussion, Joey was on djembe, and I was on congas.
Yeah.
So for percussion, it was the two of us. Ronald Hamilton was on the drum set. Mark Sullivan was on guitar. And then we had, and I'm about to pronounce someone's name wrong.
Well, take your time.
Lysandra. I'm butchering her name. But anyway, the point being is,
up front.
Point being is, she was an amazing singer. And she brought her son, Denzel. And I'm not saying their last names because I believe they have different last names, so I don't want to mess the last names up.
The point is that she killed it.
She was amazing singing. I thought she was great. And then her son, Denzel, the thing with him is he was into heavy metal.
Oh, that's a
heavy metal.
That's a contrast.
It was. And we're playing, and he's like taking us down this rock road.
I love that, though.
It was great because it was different.
That's what a true mashup is with creatives, right? Yeah. Because you can take all these different genres and really you can blend them. And that's, to me, is what artistry is all about when it comes to creative communities. You
exactly.
Bring it all together.
It was purely experimental, but the thing I like, so Mark being, I believe his favorite genre is jazz, but with the blues background there. So when Denzel started kind of going off on his guitar into more like a rock feel, Mark Sullivan was able to follow that.
Yeah, because blues, I mean, there's every instrument and blues, basically.
Well, everything came from the blues,
I was about
right?
to say rock.
Everything came from the blues.
Derivative, yeah, blues.
But the point being is that Mark was able to adjust to what Denzel was doing when Denzel started going off and rock. And I think we did a cover song of a heavy metal group. We didn't do it. It was unrecognizable the way we did it, right? But it was interesting to hear the approach that a rock player would take on certain music. That was kind of new to me. You know, I'm familiar with rock and roll, familiar with rock music and hard rock and heavy metal, Metallica, all that other stuff.
Yeah, they're heavy on the strings, big on the 808s and the drums. Yeah.
Well, I don't know about all that, but what I'm saying is it was nice to see a different perspective on music.
Well, I believe that's the definition of jamming, right?
Yes.
When you bring all these different entities together and then you create magic. It's
Exactly.
just like something that you may have set out to try and do in the beginning, totally, completely different and left.
Don't bring preconceived notions to Jammin On The One, because they're going to get Joey Padall on the djembe. Like, he was magical.
I could tell you're excited about it.
And the interesting thing about him, he's also a poet.
Well, you know,
I just found that out today.
There's many different facets to a lot of creatives.
Yeah.
You know, and you don't have to put yourself in a box. That's the biggest thing. I feel like in this day and age, people get mad when artists divert or ascend, what I like to say. You can't keep an artist in a certain box because they have to grow.
Exactly.
Can't be mad at them if they decide to go in a whole other direction than when they first started.
I was listening to Bonnie Raitt yesterday and today.
Really?
You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, absolutely. So what was the feeling? What made you?
It was the song, and I'm not a singer, but you know the one. I can't.
Please don't.
I'm not gonna sing, but the one that goes, "I can't make you love me. If your heart, your heart can't feel something it won't."
Yeah.
And it was so. So she is in.
It's melodic too.
She's in the Hall of Fame. I think it's the Blues Hall of Fame and the Rock Hall of Fame.
You sure?
Excuse me if that's wrong.
See, that's what I'm saying.
But anyway, she's in a couple Hall of Fame.
we might have to do some research.
I know, right? No, I was looking it up. I just,
detail
if it was
the blues or the rock and roll.
I think it was both. But
either way,
details for me
she took you on a journey today.
Oh yeah, the song "I Can't Make You Love Me," and I was just listening to it in her soul, and it just like really hit me.
Resonated with you.
It really did.
Doesn't music do that though?
It does.
It can take you here, there, everywhere. Whatever your emotion is, it can take you.
That's what I'm saying. So get out your box. If you're a rap guy, listen to Nirvana. If you're a rock guy, listen to Biggie. Like, there's so much out there.
Yeah, get out your box. I like that.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
What's next before we go into a whole other?
So
let's bring it back.
So we're coming back to talk to Art Pop about the mural management.
I remember
service.
we were talking about that.
Yeah, because remember they said reach back out in June? And it's June.
Okay, so how's it looking?
I don't know yet. I'm waiting for them to get back to me.
Okay.
To be honest. I'm waiting for them to get back.
I would love to see, we talked about it before, and we were talking about, just traveling through the city. You see murals. You see so much artwork. You see a lot of artists really doing their thing out here. Like, not just Noda, not just if you're going uptown. You see so much of it. And I love the colors. I love the creativity. And I would love to have something like that right here on the walls.
It would be nice,
Access 21.
wouldn't it? So I had did some research, but this was several years ago, and I'm old now, so my memory fades.
Well, you're seasoned.
But
I don't like using old.
I know, right? But I believe Philly has a whole mural arts thing they do, right? In Philadelphia?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure?
Yeah, I couldn't say if they do it.
I'm pretty sure they do. I don't know where it's at now. This was before the pandemic when I was researching this. But my understanding is that the city of Philadelphia has a bunch of murals throughout their city.
Yeah, I love that. Give it up to the creatives. Shout out to the creatives and the artists.
Exactly.
Because they bring color to life.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
So I wonder what's going to happen with the mural, right? I know that we're really thinking about it, and it's something that in my opinion, we're probably more than likely going to do.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of, organizing it and, finding out the details of everything that goes with the mural management and all that other stuff.
You got to start somewhere, right? And it starts with a conversation, and you plant the seed, you cultivate it, then it grows into something beautiful.
Exactly.
I love that. I love that.
Speaking of beautiful, so
thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah.
Well, I was.
You wasn't talking about.
What?
I thought you were complimenting me.
You're not an ugly dude. I'm not saying that. I wasn't calling you beautiful.
I did use black soap today, so I thought you were diverting.
That's hilarious. But so we want to get more youth involved at Access 21. So there's a guy, Che Abdullah. I should know that.
Read it.
I should know that word. My name's Tarik
Che
Ali.
Abdullah. Yes.
Right. I should know my Arabic a little bit. Anyway, but
so he's a member.
He's a member. Yeah. He was also a part of a presentation at the Charlotte Museum of History around Black History Month. So he has a group through For the Struggle. For the Struggle is a nonprofit. And there's another part of that called Salute You for the kids. And he wants to bring them here for orientation so they can learn about what we do at Access 21.
I love that.
That's wild, right?
No. Yeah. Well, even just the name, Salute You, it's just a respectful term. When you salute someone, it's a term of endearment, and it's also a term of respect. Yeah. And, I feel like every great relationships start with mutual respect.
Exactly. And I want to learn more about what they do, but they're going to come on June 13th. So that's like the day after Jammin On The One. I just realized. So they're going to come for orientation. We're going to introduce them to what we do here and see where we can go from there, because we do need more.
Let me say
involved.
this. I go off on my own.
No, it's okay. Just remember my memory.
So some of our previous casts, we talked about what happened or what had happened. I like the fact that we're talking about what's gonna happen and what's to come, so that when it airs, there's still time for people to tap in and be involved and be a part of what's going on.
That's true. So we do want to tap in, and
let's make it a point to always talk about what's coming. Now, of course, we could talk about what happened. Obviously, it's always good to recap, but from a sense of when we air, I don't want us to continue to say, well, guess what happened last time, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I want people to be excited.
Yeah.
Like, be excited about what we're doing next.
That makes sense. So next is Juneteenth Festival of the Carolinas.
Look at that segue. See what I'm talking about?
So Juneteenth, always love it.
Yeah.
It's always great. So this year.
National holiday.
National holiday. It's going to be amazing. So it's just always great. So we're going to have a vendor's booth at Juneteenth.
So you're tabling again.
Yeah.
So
it's always great to see other vendors, especially when they come back, because we've done it once or twice already, and I'll come back and I'll say, "Oh, hey, nice to see you again."
Yeah.
Right. That's always fun, and just seeing the merch and then the music. And the food is always great.
You don't got to tell me.
So if people are interested in checking out our vendors booth at Juneteenth Festival of the Carolinas, so I'm trying to draw a picture.
Where's it going to be?
That's
Plaza Midwood.
Yes. So it's the Plaza Midwood neighborhood. So there's Central Avenue, right, which is in the Plaza Midwood neighborhood, which is a major street. Thomas is where the House of Africa is located, which is kind of like the central reference point for the Juneteenth Festival.
Yeah.
But streets get closed down. So Thomas is closed down. Commonwealth is closed down.
Shut them down.
Right. So the streets themselves are occupied by a stage for music, vendors, food, and all that other stuff.
Yeah. And we're going to have an amazing presence there.
And I would suggest that if you are going to come, reach out to the House of Africa, because you're not going to be able to park on Thomas or on Commonwealth. If it's anything like last year, you're going to probably be parking off site, and there'll probably be some other ways for you to get there off site.
You know, one big way, walk.
I don't know how far away the parking point is away from the festival.
Well, I mean, so wherever you park, you're still going to have to walk to get there, and that's going to allow you to be able to access all the different.
What I'm trying to say is definitely reach out to the House of Africa if you're coming, so they can inform you about the parking situation.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Know before you go.
Exactly.
I like that.
That's what I'm saying.
Know before you go.
Yeah. Yeah. So
that's Juneteenth.
Mm-hmm.
June 19th.
So we're going to be there. So the Juneteenth this year lasts from the 18th to the 21st. And we're going to be there on the weekend, that Saturday and Sunday.
That Saturday and Sunday.
That's when the vendors really become a central part.
I think it's important to clarify that so that nobody shows up
on Thursday or Friday. Yeah, that makes sense.
You gonna have any goodies? Any swag?
Yes. So I'm waiting.
When I said
I'm waiting to see it. But James, the operations manager, asked about
James.
Shout out to James. He was talking to me about swag that will make sense for Juneteenth. Mm-hmm. So my understanding is we're gonna have fans with like Juneteenth branding on it and some of our branding as well.
What kind of fans? Not where them fans at, because I'm tired of hearing where them fans at.
Well, it is that type of fan, but
oh man, so they're gonna play boots on the ground, you know that.
But you got to see. I wish I had a picture of the fans themselves. It's really festive. It really is.
I mean, it's a part of the festival. I get it.
Yeah, it's festive, and they look cool too. They look cool.
Those things get annoying to me sometimes. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. But speaking of other swag, we've had some of the newer swag. We had tennis balls. They had Access 21 on it, so they went like hotcakes when we were at Paws in the Park.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
Pineville Paws in the Park.
Definitely for if you got a furry friend, then furry
family. Oh yeah, everyone was like, "Can I have a ball for my dog? Can I have a ball?" I'm like, "Yeah."
I like those tangible giveaways because they have use, and it also keeps the name ringing or bouncing.
That's true. So soft bars are really popular, and actually, believe it or not, at Juneteenth memory, Charlotte Pride Fest last year, we had rainbow theme sunglasses.
I know. I got a pair.
Oh yeah.
Okay. You gave me a pair.
Okay, now it's cooking. I'm telling you, memory, man. Yeah. That's why I write everything down.
I remember. I rocked them.
But
I got them.
But it was cool. They went like hotcakes at Charlotte Pride. Mm-hmm.
Listen, it's all about the community, and there's so many different facets, so many different colors, so many different waves of our community, and we welcome everyone to come in and just participate. That's the goal.
Yeah,
I love that. Yeah. Because each one teach one, and we all can learn from each other. Is this like our year anniversary?
How long have we been doing this?
I feel like
it's been a while.
We're right there. I feel like it's definitely been a year of us doing this. We'd have to go back and look. I don't want to say.
Have to look.
It might have been May, so we might be a year and a month. But
yeah,
for sure, I've enjoyed these sessions and these casts with you, man.
Me too.
And just really providing information to the city and outreach and bringing so much creativity and just literally lighting up about the great events that we got going on here at Access 21.
Exactly, and that's amazing with DJing. This is a little off topic, kind of on topic, but I'm definitely trying to expand my relationships with music production. So, I teach it here, the basic class. I teach that here.
That's where it starts.
But it would be really nice if I could connect with music producers and say, hey, by the way, I work at a TV station. Let's do a show.
Talking to the right man. So
yeah,
that can be something for the future that we can absolutely have some type of collaboration, or at least bring more producers here to not only participate, but even just, look at what you're doing and bring their own flavor to it.
And it could be something as simple as Pass the Aux, which I've seen other
I've actually done something like that. But
really?
And I've done a Pass the Aux event where instead of a typical DJ just playing songs, we invite the participants and the actual patrons of the venue to pick a song. We have a platform that we would use, and I would incorporate that into the mix. One, I like it because people are not coming up to the booth and not interrupting the set, but I can still kind of interpret where they're going with it and include that into my mix. But enough about me. Let's get back to the future endeavors. Brianna Banks, right? One of the studio coordinators will
Brianna's
be
right there.
The arts nonprofit leaders.
Brianna's sitting right there. So
give it to her.
Much respect to Brianna. So I don't want to put you on the spot, Brianna, but so there was the idea of nonprofit leaders, right? So we have these nonprofit leaders in Charlotte. So why don't we give them a platform to talk about their vision, talk about what they're doing with their nonprofit, and what's happening. I was asking about the culture. What's happening with the culture in Charlotte for arts nonprofits? And Brianna,
it's a sound off.
It's going to take that on. So,
oh, she's quite capable.
Yeah,
she's already.
I'm laughing because I feel like I'm putting her on the spot.
I mean, sometimes what's in the dark needs to come to the light.
It does, doesn't it?
They don't see her, but
yeah,
trust and believe she's an integral part of this.
Oh, Brianna's
cast. Yes,
Brianna is amazing. So,
yes,
so she's going to take that on.
Shout out to Brianna too. Thank you.
Yeah, because she's actually on the switcher for this program. So
you know what?
That's amazing.
It's a team effort. You can't do it all by yourself. Somebody has to take care of something so that we all get a little bit out of it.
So I want to see where that goes as a staff-led production.
Going up.
Yeah. Just wouldn't it be great though to just have, I don't know, someone from the Independent Picture House. They're one of the people who said they were interested, and they come, they talk about the Independent Picture House, and maybe we can ask more probing questions about, like, you know, what is your vision for the Independent Picture House? How does this fit into the culture? You know, and then we have this broad overview of what culture in Charlotte.
It all starts somewhere, but at first thing you got to do is become a member. So
exactly,
a little call to action: how, and when, and why.
Well, the why is what you bring, right? You bring your why. But if you want to become a member at Access 21, the first step is to attend a free orientation. So it's free. The orientation's free, and that's going to be normally on the second and fourth Tuesday of the month at 7 p.m. here at Access 21. Our address is 613 Calvert Street. Our zip code is 28208. We're off of Moorhead so I would say we're in between Freedom Drive and the stadium.
Yeah.
Is where Calvert is.
I always like to say Calvert is right in the cut.
Yeah. Oh, did you know, I'm about to go off on a tangent. Did you know that we dead end to a greenway?
Yeah, I do know.
Oh, you ever knew that? Mm-hmm. I found out about that 6 months ago, maybe.
Well, I wish we had more time to talk about it.
Yeah, let's not.
Once again, shout out to our studio coordinator, coordinators.
And we have Jason.
Yeah, so shout out to
our
Jason.
Intern helping.
Shout out to Brianna. Can't do it without you guys. Shout out to you, the viewers, that obviously they motivate us and they keep us going. And what you like to say something?
This podcast was produced using the facilities of the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Public Access Corporation, Access 21.
And I guess
Access 21.
That's June 2026. Access 21. Access 21. We appreciate y'all. Call to action. Come to orientation.
Definitely come to orientation.
Come see what we got going on. Access 21. I like it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.